Good morning. It's great to be on the show this morning. My name is Mike Messikeno, and it's our Thursday Tech. You know how we do it. We have tech and marketing expert in the house, Kolapo Oladapo. Now, the topic today is an interesting one. You don't want to miss this one. It's technology education in Nigeria, classroom learning versus reality. So, yeah, when I was in school, no, we didn't have tech. We didn't have tech. But hey, come on. It's great to have you. You are welcome.
Nice.
You're welcome. What is the earliest class where kids learn tech these days? Do you?
I think as far like companies like CC or I don't know if any other company take children as young as like 10, 12
Okay.
and train them
Okay.
at their hub there at Ikeja. So
That's in their hub, but in the curriculum, I don't know. In the primary school curriculum, is it there? Is it
I think when I was in secondary school, all we did and no offense to my secondary school teacher, but all we used to do in the computer room was play games and like, you know.
And this was secondary school?
Exactly, and we could just, you know, type your name, ASDF, JKL, semicolon, JKL.
So you're just checking up the whole...
I think one of, you know, the major, you know, differences between classroom learning and the reality of tech in Nigeria. Now, on one hand, we see companies like Flutterwave who are worth billions of dollars, and then we have people typing ASDF, semicolon, JKL in the schools. There's a little disparity as to what is being taught and what the reality is.
I will tell you, personal experience. When I was in university, my first course, there was this, in computer science, we're basically solving maths. Yes, and of course, this is the early 2000, 2001, 2002. They're basically solving maths. So I would say computer science students and all they were doing till even final year, they were with pen and everything. I was like, oh, you are when do you have the time to go to the code and this was university.
Yeah.
So
code is a little bit like mathematics when you look.
I know. But I was expecting that they'll be doing it. You understand? I don't want to do
infrastructure really limits us in a lot of ways.
That is what.
But I think the biggest problem is that the educators themselves need to be educated about.
My director is just telling me now. I can remember. I now clearly remember year 2, year 3. It was Fortran. Yes, Fortran.
Oh yeah.
There was Fortran. Fortran is what I can remember.
Yeah.
I know I did Fortran in year 2.
Yeah.
I did Fortran in year 2.
Yeah.
And there was C++ also.
Of course.
But I know Fortran is what I can remember. I did Fortran in year 2.
I think when you look at it realistically, let's be honest.
Is Fortran still being used?
I don't know. I studied law.
Okay,
but I'm just saying, you know, when you see how long, for instance, let's use a real life case study.
Okay.
Right? We have ASU that has been on strike for about 6 months, since February this year now. And you're not seeing lecturers, even lecturers of, you know, computer science, right? They are not taking advantage of, I mean, what they preach. Like the meaning of professor is like you're making a declaration, you're professing, you're a top teacher, right? And you're not seeing any of these lecturers saying, okay, ASU is not paying us, because these lecturers are not, you know, they're not being paid while all this is going on as well. Do you get what I'm saying? So it's for them to say, okay, let me open a YouTube channel and say, okay, all my lectures are there. YouTube pays like $3 for every 1,000 views. So if you have 10 videos with 10,000 views, that's $300 a month. With the black market rate now and the bank rate, that's about 150,000 naira a month forever. Do you get? And that's for 10 videos. Imagine if a lecturer, I'm sure some lecturers taught you more than, you know, more than part 1, part 2. And imagine if they had like 30 videos on YouTube. Students are obviously going to watch it year in, year out. You have a class of 200, 400. I went to
Won't so much about handouts.
Exactly. So now it will put ASU themselves needs to even take it upon themselves. It always seems like I'm supporting the government anytime I come here, but there is a lot we can do by ourselves. ASU needs to take it upon themselves. Look, we can't keep begging this, you know, Minister of Education or Minister of this for our, you know, entitlements, which is their entitlement. But we can take steps for us to be earning as well. You can go to sites like YouTube and earn. The highest salary for a professor in Nigeria is, I think, 6 million. If you're earning 150K per month on just 10 videos, and this is the lowest, like you can earn, is $3 to $5 for every 1,000 views. So if you have 10 videos with 10,000 views, you can be earning upwards of 150K, 200K. I don't think there's a lot of lecturers that are earning that 2.4 million per annum.
Very residual income.
Exactly, and it's very residual income. You can go to other sides. You can even go crazy and say, okay, you want to dub it in French or dub it in Yoruba for somebody who is not in your class, who might just want to know something about that.
And imagine a crowd of students. How
exactly,
many
you can dub it in Yoruba, outside Igbo, and people can even understand and say, okay, now I understand this principle and stuff like that. So there's a lot we can do in tech, and there's a lot not being done. Look at the Forbes list also. 10 years ago, 2012, the richest man in the world was Carlos Slim Elu. He was in telecoms.
Mexican telecom.
Exactly, yeah. And it was 69 billion. That guy is 14th or 13th on the Forbes list today, despite being 81 billion, right? Most of the tech, there are about 7 tech billionaires on, the Forbes list now. It used to be Bill Gates and Larry Ellison of Oracle. Now there are 7.
Wow. Let's hold it there. I love where this discussion is going to. We'll just take a short message from our sponsors, and we'll be back with the tech discussion. Someday we'll talk about broadband internet, but then, hey, come on, that's from Connect.com, our partners. Now, we were talking about the billionaires, tech billionaires now, who are even more and all of that. That's where
so we had 2 tech billionaires 10 years ago, just 10 years ago. Now we have 7, with Elon Musk being on the probably with $250 billion.
On his own, he's moving up and down. So the way he goes, adds and...
So you see how much tech can grow.
Can do.
And if you look at the Nigerian music industry, Nairametrics dropped a number about earnings on Spotify, and it amounted to about $54 million for just 10 artists in Nigeria. And that's Spotify alone. If you divide that by, whatever metrics, 1% of that is 500.
And I thought you say, streaming money is small.
No, if you look at if you divide that, 1% of that is $540,000. If you divide that by 100 people, let's say they are lecturers. How many professors of music, right, are being consulted by Universal, like by Sony, by Empire, by Platinum? These companies are here working in Nigeria, making all this money, and this is Spotify alone. Right? How many of them are consultants?
There's Boomplay.
Exactly. There's a lot of money in here, and you don't, as a lecturer, as an educator, you don't need to look down on. And it looks like I'm bashing the lecturers. Like,
no, you're not. You're not. If any lecturer listens to this now, should be idea money should just
talk to your students. They are photographers. They are makeup artists. They are creatives. They can shoot these videos for you and just say, so. If you want to teach on YouTube, imagine being able to watch a video of the class you're attending the next day, the day before. There's a demand for this.
And then you won't be bothering about notes,
exactly,
all these
handouts and stuff. It can be downloaded.
When it comes to exam, your volume and traffic will increase on YouTube.
Exactly, and it helps you as a professional to even be more known and say, is it not that man? Even students of other universities will be watching your videos. So it's limitless. Do you get what I'm saying?
Very true.
The educators themselves need to be educated and adopt the education they themselves are professors.
So you're saying that, look, we are not here complaining about what the government is doing or not doing, but that gap between school education and reality, it can be gapped by...
Of course. The educators themselves saying, okay, let's look inwards. Let's not say, all this Gen Z or all these students, they are going to the internet. There's a lot of money on the internet. There is, and it's a good bet to bet on the internet.
Kolapo, it's always insightful whenever we listen to you. Thank you for coming on the show, and thank you for this topic this morning.
Thank you very much.
All right. Okay, that's it. Hope you're able to pick something. If you are an aspiring lecturer, you're a professor, a visiting professor, whatever way, come on, use technology, man. You can even have your lectures music on Spotify. Something can happen. There can be a way. But this was quite insightful. You can check this one on YouTube. I know he will post it. We will also post it. But let's head over to the kitchen now and see what's happening with breakfast this morning.